Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Welcome to Ficus Friday. Today I'll be working on my tropical style Ficus benjamina. It's been exactly 3 months since I last pruned this tree, so here's a picture showing the before and now how it's grown in. You can see that it's grown quite a bit in the last 3 months over the summer, so today I'm going to prune it back once again. I'm stepping back now, having a look at the overall height of the tree, so it needs to be reduced back. Probably to about there, which is right about here. So all this growth up top is new. It grew in this summer, so that's all got to get pruned back. I don't know if I can use the blue scissors on it because some of these branches up here are quite woody. I'll get the tree on the turntable and begin the pruning. I'm starting to get some good structure up top here, which is really nice. Just a few shoots are getting really long. So I'm just studying the tree, coming up with a plan of action. All right, well, let's get out the pruners and begin. All right, here I go. So I'm looking at the front view. So I've got a very tall, vigorous branch here that I've got to reduce back. I've got a nice flowing branch coming out to the side. This one goes right vertical. I don't want to use that. I think it's got to come back right to this one. So taking that whole top off. So here I go. Like that. So you can see that's kind of more in with the rounded canopy now. That's got to be brought back more compact. So taking the tip off that, keeping my branch to the back and one to the front. There's a branch coming off of that sticking straight out to the front here. That's not so desirable. I'll take off, there's a little one crossing here. I'll remove that. Like that. And then there's one, the one that comes straight out the front. I've got one coming off to the side. So it's still sticking straight out, but eventually it'll kind of go off to the left-hand side. You always have to keep some foliage in the front of your tree, otherwise it looks, from the side view, it looks very flat on the front and full at the back. So you've got to make sure you've got some foliage reaching forward. There's a branch coming off here that's very straight with no subdividing, so I'm going to prune that back shorter also to there. Up top I've got a lot of shoots that are extending up, and I need to trim those back. So where is the question? I'm looking for nice flowing new branches. I'm going to have to come right back. There's a shoot coming off to this side. I've got to come right back to there. So here I go. Taking that whole top off. You can see that reduces the height quite a bit. There's one here that I need to bring back also. I'll take it right back to here, like that. There's one out the back that's very long. I can reduce that one back to here. There's one here I can reduce back also. Getting that apex reduced down in height and still having nice flowing branches. Now there's another one here that's coming kind of straight out towards the front of the tree. I need to prune it back. I'll take it back to here. Taking the tip off, kind of reducing it back. Another one here that, this one kind of goes in a funny crossing direction. I think that one's got to be removed entirely. So I'll take it right out, like that. I've got a dead stump in here I'm going to remove, clean it up a bit. It's looking better. I also have a new branch that right here that grows directly into this branch, so I've got to resolve that. I can prune it off shorter, and I've got a branch coming to the front and one to the back, so that'll solve that crisscrossing problem. Take the tip off of it, and the one that's crisscrossing over here, I can reduce that back also. So now they don't interfere with each other, and there'll be some more ramification happening in there. There's one. Last time I pruned this tree, this branch was kind of hanging down a bit, but it wasn't coming across the trunk line like this. I think I've got to remove that whole branch. Yes, that's got to come right off. So I'm going to take that whole branch right off, like that. That should look a little better. Yeah, it does. Okay, I've got some vertical ones coming up off of this branch. I'll get rid of that. That one. There's a whole bunch of new ones in here. I've got to clean those out. Little suckers that have grown up since the last pruning. Cleaning that out. I kind of like this one hanging down. I'm going to keep that one. I like that look. You know, the lower branches are hanging down. As you come up the tree, they get horizontal, and then in the crown, they get more vertical. So I like this branch because of that. It cascades less and then vertical. I could see someday in the future, if this branch develops more, removing this one, keeping this one sweeping down, and then I have my back branch here. This sweeping down one kind of matches this one. So I think it would look better without that one, but I've got to wait until that branch develops more and gets stronger before I remove this one. I think that'll look better for the future. This branch is a little straight and thick. Ideally, I'd like to prune it back shorter and hopefully get some more shoots, but that's not a guarantee on a Ficus benjamina. You can't just hard prune them back and expect them to back bud, because sometimes they don't. So I'm going to leave it. Maybe something lower down will develop, and then I can prune it back in future. I've noticed, I sprayed it last time for scale, and I noticed there's a lot of scale back on it. So I'm going to have to clean the scale off when I'm done pruning today and spray the tree again with soap and water. This has been in the greenhouse. In the greenhouse, when you have trees inside or in a greenhouse, the scale just keeps coming back because it transfers from one plant to another, and they can crawl around and stay happy in the greenhouse. There's some more suckers at the base of this branch that I'm going to clean out. There's 1, 2, 3. You know, I think this one's bothering me. I have this branch here that's going up. I don't think I need this one. I think I can just develop the one coming forwards here. So I think I can take that whole top off. And I will. It's just bothering me. So here I go. Like that. It looks better. I still don't like this one branch pointing straight towards you, but maybe if I prune that back a bit. We'll see what happens in that area. I think that looks much better though. Another branch going towards the center of the tree here I'll take out. Just a little one. Looking better. Another one here I can take out. I did a little more cleanup on the tree, removing some of the older leaves, cleaning up a few more suckers. So the pruning is all done for today. Let's go in and have a look at the tree now. Here is a look at all the branches and leaves I pruned off quite a bit. And there's some good thick ones in here too. Yeah, so a fair amount taken off today. Let's go have a look at the tree now. Here is a look at the tree. I'll spin it around so you can see it from all angles. So here I go. I'm going to go in now and scrape any scale off the tree, and after that I'll spray it with the soap and water. After about 15 to 20 minutes of looking and scraping scale off, I think I have it all scale free. The next step is to spray it down with soap and water. I use 40 parts water to 1 part liquid dish soap. Spray it on, leave it on for a couple of minutes, spraying the surface of the soil, the trunk, the branches, the leaves from every angle. Let it sit a couple of minutes and then rinse everything thoroughly to flush all the soap out. I'll see what mood my sprayer is in today, if it sprays nicely or if it just spits out. So here I go. Oh, it's working okay. So I'm starting underneath the leaves, pointing up. Then I'll come above, spray down. Then I'll get the soil surface and the pot. Boy, that sprayer is working nice today. That's very unusual. Well, that's looking good. It's thoroughly sprayed down. Yeah. So I'll go fill up the copper watering can. Give it a good thorough rinse now. The soil is draining really nicely. My last operation on the tree for today is to clean the leaves off. There's a bit of soot on them, and that's because of the scale insects. They kind of secrete honeydew, and then it turns to a bit of a, I don't know what it is, mold or mildew or something on it. So I just clean all the leaves with a rag. A bit of a spa day for my Ficus benjamina. Getting the royal treatment. The tree is looking quite nice now. It's set up for its next period of growth. There will be some more structural changes. I'll let this branch grow out, prune this one off. There may be some more branches that I'll refine in future. But I think, the canopy up here is looking good. I like that basic structure. I think that's set up for the future. The lower branches, I like those. That one out the back may be altered in the future. But, it's a step forward for this tree. It's made pretty good progress this summer, I think. Quite happy with it. So I'm looking forward to it growing once again and doing another pruning in the future. I really enjoyed giving my Ficus benjamina a spa day today, pruning it all up, getting it free of scale insects, and setting it up for the next growth period. That's all for this Ficus Friday. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.